winning mentality, championship programs, family tradition. Bearcat Update covers everything Northwest Missouri State sports. Welcome to another episode of Bearcat Update. As always, I'm your host, Calvin Silvers. It feels like we've been running through this fall semester and we're almost halfway through. Can you believe that? The Northwest cross-country teams also been running quickly this semester, with both men's and women's teams ranked this season in the USTF CCCA National Coaches Poll. The men's team is ranked 22nd and the women's team is ranked 23rd in the most recent poll. The women are ranked for the first time since the 2012 season, and Northwest as a whole is the only MIAA team in the top 30 poll this week. Our reporter, Chase Chambers, caught up with the women's cross-country team to talk about their start to the season.
The Northwest women's cross-country team has been atop the podium to start the season, and they look to keep it that way in the upcoming meets.
Yeah, I don't think it adds any pressure. It definitely lets us know that what we're doing is what we need to continue doing. This last meet in particular, we went out and we raced aggressive, but we went out smart.
Junior Caroline Cunningham sets her goals high for herself and the team at the beginning of the year.
So team-wise, we're really hoping to win a conference title, especially with the success that we've seen this early in the season. Individually, I'm hoping to go place high at the MIAAs as well, so that kind of goes in with the team goal of doing your individual part.
Cunningham looks forward to the team bonding and the fast running going through the rest of the season.
Our team is really young. We have a lot of freshmen, sophomores, and they're running really fast times, so I'm very excited to see what they're going to do at the end of the year.
The same principle goes in for each meet preparation. Just warming up the body is key for a big race.
It's the same idea, so a hard workout on Tuesday and then an easy workout Thursday, pre-meet Friday. We'll keep that the same for the most part.
Cunningham explains how the first meet helps get those nerves out for the rest of the season.
So Bearcat Open is a pretty small meet, and going into that meet, the goal was to remember how it feels to race, so put your body in that situation where you got to fight through it and fight through it. While heading into Woody Greeno, that meet was a stepping stone for the rest of the season.
Cunningham explains how she checks in on herself midway through the race to see how she's feeling and put it into overdrive once she can see the finish line.
It's tough. For 5K, 6Ks, which is what the ladies run, I like to check in with myself, that the K, the miles, and just see how I'm feeling, make sure, if it's the first K, are you too hot? Do you need to slow down some, or can you maintain? When you get to the last K, so you have a half a mile left, it's pretty easy to dig down and you're starting to see the finish line, so you know you can make it there.
Reporting for Bearcat Update, I'm Chase Chambers.
Thanks, Chase. The women's cross-country team has placed first in their first two meets of the season, winning the Bearcat Cross Country Open on September 3rd to start the season, and then placing first in the Woody Greeno J. Dirksen Invitational in Lincoln, Nebraska on September 18th. The men's team also placed first in the Bearcat Cross Country Open and second in the Woody Greeno J. Dirksen Invitational. The next meet for both teams is October 9th for the FHSU Tiger Open in Victoria, Kansas, as we will see if they can continue to lead the pack in the MIAA. With that, we are going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we sit down with Bearcat football players to break down plays from the season. You're watching Bearcat Update on KNWT Channel 8. Welcome back to Bearcat Update. The second-ranked Northwest Missouri State football took on Central Oklahoma for their first home game of the season. In the game, the Bearcats were clicking on both sides of the ball. Senior running back Al McKellar carried the ball 20 times for 146 yards and a touchdown in the contest. It was McKellar's 19th 100-plus rushing game of his collegiate career, helping the Bearcats tally 211 yards on the ground. In the air, sophomore quarterback Mike Hohensee went 18 of 27 for 251 yards and 2 scores. Senior wide receiver Alec Tatum also had a day that will go down in the Bearcat history books, and we will cover his performance later in the show. On the defensive side, the Bearcats only allowed 117 total yards, which included negative 30 rushing yards from Central Oklahoma. Northwest pitched a 38-0 shutout in its home opener, which brought them to 3-0 on the season. Now, some might wonder how the Bearcats are able to dominate like they do. Luckily, our reporter Cameron Purvis takes you inside the minds of our coaches and players when breaking down film. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, I'm Cameron Purvis. Today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about the football game last week, Northwest versus Central Missouri. We're going to be breaking down some of the key big plays. We scored a lot of points, so it's a lot to go over, but I'll only go over a few, some of the biggest ones of the game. So let's get into it. So first, we have, a 33-yard run for Mikey Hohensee. But let's get into the details of the play. So you see we have two guards, a center and a guard pulling right here. Two guys. See we have a lead blocker from Al right here, the running back. See them make great contact. You see, I think that's the center getting up to the safety right here. Anytime a lineman can get up to the safety, usually it's a big run play, and Mikey just takes it home. And also, I forgot to mention, it's a good block for a receiver. Great block right here on this cornerback from Caden Davis. Just great blocking to set this play up for Mikey, and he just takes it home. So on this next touchdown by Northwest, we have a sit-down route right here, a corner, a dig, and pretty much a go ball right here. And it looks like Mikey has options, but Caden Davis at the top of the screen just runs right by him, runs right by the cornerback. It looks like they're in cover two because the two cornerbacks are just sitting. They basically zone turn, have their backs to the sideline, trying to watch the quarterback. But really, the fault right here is on this safety. You shouldn't let a guy run right by him. That's basically his man. Basically who has to cover. And Caden is so fast, so he's probably going to run by anybody, even if this safety would have did a good job. So right here, we get a great push from the interior lineman. Basically what looks like an inside zone to Devontae Green. Look at the push. Look at just like the bodies moving right here. Look at the movement they get. That's a running back's dream right there. Devontae just hit it inside, off tackle. Nigel right here hit it right off his back. Made some cuts. Had one guy to beat. That's a great run in between the tackles. The play ultimately set up this 3 to 4 yard touchdown, one of Mikey Hohensee's many touchdowns of the day. This weekend you can catch the Bearcats playing Central Oklahoma. It's family day. They'll be in their nice black uniforms, red decals on the side. Last time we played them, we put on a show, so you won't want to miss it. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Cameron. It looks like these Bearcats might have a future in coaching after they get out of college. We will see if they can convince Coach Wright to incorporate these plays next weekend when they are back in action at Missouri Western. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. at Spratt Stadium in St. Joseph, Missouri. We are going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere, as Maddi Gerhardt is back with another week of Sports Swap this week with Bearcat Soccer. You're watching Bearcat Update on KNWT Channel 8. Welcome back to Bearcat Update. Do you guys remember Patrick Mahomes throwing 9 touchdowns in one game? Michael Jordan scoring 120 points? Cristiano Ronaldo scoring 5 goals in one game? Well, it hasn't happened in real life, but anything is possible in the world of gaming. Our reporter, Maddi Gerhardt, caught up with 2 Northwest soccer players to see if they have what it takes to be a part of the Northwest esports team, another edition of Sports Swap. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Bearcat Update. My name is Maddie, and today I'm joined with 2 of our Bearcat soccer players.
Hi, I'm Ashton Dane. Hi, I'm Tegan Blackburn.
And we're going to be talking with them about a couple of their upcoming games and of course their brand new pitch. So just outside of Hughes Fieldhouse is their brand new Bearcat soccer pitch that was included a couple months ago. Not only that, but they just played Missouri Western this past week and it began a 5-game homestand. Of course, you guys came out with a victory in that, 2-1. What was it kind of like to not only have this brand new facility put in, but how excited are you to have Bearcat fans come in and look at what you guys are doing this year?
Yeah, so the pitch is awesome to have, and a turf field is great to play on because the ball moves faster and smoother on it compared to the last grass field that we had. And then having the awesome field for stands now, everyone loves the field. And I think it's a really important part of being a college athlete to play on a nice facility.
So the Bearcats came away with a 2-1 win against 13th ranked Missouri Western this past Sunday with a last-second goal. What was it kind of like to not only get that goal, but to come away with the win against a really highly ranked opponent as well?
It was really exciting, especially since we were on the verge of going into overtime. Just to put the game away and get that W was really nice. I think our team needed that, and I'd like to thank Sophie Sissel for the assist. So, yeah.
We've seen these Bearcat soccer players kick it out at their new pitch. Let's see if they can kick it in a different sense. Welcome to esports. We got our helpers, Brendan and Noah. The game, Rocket League. Challenge, first 1 to 2 goals wins. Here we go.
All right, so here's the ball. Here's the ball. You see the ball?
Yeah.
All right, time to go.
She kind of likes it.
Let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, there it goes.
No.
No.
Winner of the challenge, Tegan. 2 goals to 1. Up next, esports versus soccer.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
You scored! I did it? Oh wait, I did?
No.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh! Esports got the victory a minute and a half in, going 5-0. Up next, rapid fire questions. What's your guys' favorite food?
Pasta.
Oreos.
Game day superstitions.
I have to put my socks and shin guards on before I enter the locker room.
What's the talent you have?
I'm really good at speed walking.
Yeah, I can tie my shoes really cool.
Favorite Northwest tradition?
Ooh.
Probably go Cats.
Just go Cats, paws up.
Yep.
All day, every day.
Thanks for joining us this week as we watch Bearcat Soccer take on esports. I'm Maddie.
I'm Ashton Dane.
I'm Tegan Blackburn.
I'm Noah Hufford. I'm Brendan Lemasteres.
Back to you, Calvin.
Thanks, Maddie. The Northwest soccer team is currently 4-3-1 this season after taking Central Missouri to the wire on Sunday. Freshman Adele Gore and sophomore Tegan Blackburn were able to find the back of the net in this game, with Gore's game-tying goal in the 80th minute. The game would end in a 2-2 tie after double overtime. This was a very different outcome compared to Northwest's 3-0 loss earlier in the season to the 19th-ranked Mules. They host Washburn on October 1st on the Bearcat pitch as they look to get back into the winning column. The Northwest esports team is holding a visit day on October 12th for students interested in checking out the esports lab and learning more about the club in general. They are also getting into the bulk of their competitive seasons, which you can follow on their social media at NW_esports. With that, we are going to transition to our next segment, which is our Bearcat Update Player of the Week. This week's Player of the Week had a historical day Saturday for Family Weekend. Senior wide receiver Alec Tatum entered Bearcat Stadium for the Week 4 matchup between Central Oklahoma with 6 receptions for 52 yards. However, Central Oklahoma's man-to-man defense was not built to battle Tatum's athleticness, as he had a breakout performance, showing his true skill set to the 8,531 Bearcat fans in the home opener. The senior nearly doubled his season total for receptions, catching 11 passes for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns Saturday. The masterful outing was one of a kind, as Tatum solidified himself in Bearcat football history, as he now has the 4th most receiving yards in a single game. The most recent 200-plus outing for a wide receiver happened in 2005, 16 years prior to Tatum. Not only was Tatum setting school records, but he set career best in receptions and yards. The wide receiver also had arguably the best play of the weekend, hauling in a 44-yard Hail Mary for Mike Hohensee to end the first half. Tatum's historical performance, along with his highlight plays, makes him this week's Player of the Week. That's going to wrap things up for this week's episode of Bearcat Update. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at BearcatUpdate_8 and catch all of our previous episodes on our YouTube, KNWT Channel 8. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Winning mentality, championship programs, family traditions. Bearcat Update covers everything Northwest Missouri State sports.